confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bulldogs will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense takes the field to start this game off. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Let's take just a moment here and talk about Wisconsin. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Bring in the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Badgers will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So Georgia's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments. And it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the...
Oh, he's got some space. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attack.
Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's locked. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Got his man on the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Oda. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Flips it out in the flat. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Georgia lining up to punt it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Fires and picked off. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off it.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for a crease to the left.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. He'll go to the sneak. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And a good pickup there. They'll move. for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Jet sweep to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's step back here and think big picture Wisconsin. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, Dave?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Got it in the middle, it's Washington. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Odom. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The Badgers send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. High the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Rips it inside the 15. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Coming out with it, it's Smalls. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit, and if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense, got him at the 27.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Wide open downfield. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. And the Badgers have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Here's the pressure. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The give on the option. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The punt team makes its way onto the field. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal.
There he goes. He's at the 50. Past the 30. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Georgia. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. They've got the screen set up. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Badgers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Smalls. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Use the play fake, now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he is just not.
Breaks into the open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Off play action. Gonna let it fly. What a grab along the right sideline for the huge play. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. It's good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens.
The Badgers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires left. It's caught downfield. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out of the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And back to the air on second down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got some room to run. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Michigan is just getting blown off the field right now. We've been watching big games in the big house forever, and I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 18 to Clemson. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. And you see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Might as well give it to him again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Stands in and takes the hit. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the stomping has commenced.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And the Badgers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Badgers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. The give to the tailback. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. This defense giving up ground. He's finally knocked down at the 26.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting a huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Everett. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Lost one deep down the right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The secondary walks up on the line, turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Badger!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
42, Wisconsin, 17.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. They'll leave it with him. squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Plucks it out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Just needs a crack to get a return. Quick step and go. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Vic. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Trying to pound their way in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent, beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Rushes on him. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down.
On to kick it away.
Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. The give to the back. They get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season.